Hi folks, I'm Dr. Bob Johnson. I'm a Republican candidate for the nomination for the 1st District Congressional seat here in Georgia. These are the 17 coastal counties. I'm a Savannah area surgeon. I'm a head and neck cancer surgeon and ear, nose, and throat doctor. I spent 26 years in the Army. When I retired, we moved back here to my wife's hometown. My wife is an anesthesiologist and grew up in Savannah. I joined the Army 26 years ago, first as an Army Ranger, and really kind of came up through the ranks, and in mid-career got out and went to medical school. My wife and I chose Savannah because we had family here and we just love this place. Now, I know Savannah is not all of the 1st District, and I really want to be the representative for the entire district. Other things I can tell you about my background is we have 3 children. My adult son is now a medical student and went to West Point prior to that. I have another son at West Point right now, and my daughter is a high school student at Savannah Arts Academy. We also have a foster son who we look out after, who's out on his own right now. I'm running for this office because I'm concerned about what's going on with my country. We are in great trouble, folks. We are running deficits of $4 billion a day, and we're borrowing, or maybe we should say stealing this money from our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. This is intergenerational theft, and it's a crisis of our generation. For whatever reason, Congress can't seem to get the will to address this problem and correct it. I think one of the big problems in Congress now is an addiction to incumbency. And I think we need folks that aren't politicians. One of the things about me that I think makes me a great candidate is I'm not a politician. I've never really run for public office before, although I've helped some friends run for office. I'm a Christian conservative. I have a concern about the moral direction of our nation. And right now, my biggest concern is the fiscal direction of our nation. Again, we're ripping off our grandkids, and this must stop. We need to have people that have the will to make it stop. Some of the unique attributes of my candidacy, what I bring to the table, is my experience. I'm a physician and a cancer surgeon. I've actually worked all around the world as a doctor. My 26 years in the Army, and I've been a mission doctor going to Latin America for the last 8 years. Additionally, when I was in the Army, I was in charge of the disaster response teams for the Pacific Command and traveled through the Pacific and literally around the world teaching disaster response to emerging nations. So I've seen healthcare systems all around the globe. I've worked in the VA system, I've worked in the military system, I've been in solo private practice, and I've worked in every one of the Savannah area hospitals. And our healthcare system is in disarray. Obamacare is a nightmare. It's collapsing before our very eyes, and Congress is going to be tasked with creating a new healthcare system that serves everybody in a much leaner and more customer-friendly way than what we have now. So I bring that to the table. The other thing I bring to the table is my 26 years of military experience. I myself am a veteran, and I've been in all sorts of military units in the Army. And as such, I can really help craft military policy for our district and be an interface between the federal government and our local military installations and the communities that surround them. One of my primary supporters is Anthony Principi, former Secretary of Veterans Affairs under George W. Bush and the former BRAC Commission chairman. He's one of my consultants, and we're really concerned about the health of not just our military bases, but the communities that surround them. And I think I'm uniquely poised, of all the candidates in this race, to look out for our community, represent us well in an articulate way before any congressional hearings that may happen that deal with our bases. We think it's going to cost between $850,000 and $1.2 million, depending upon competition after the primary. There's likely to be 3 elections: a primary, a runoff, and then the general election. Ironically, the price tag is the reverse of what you might think. The primary will be the most expensive, and in second order will be the runoff, and the general election, frankly, will probably be the least expensive of the 3. My friends, America really is at a crossroads. We are the greatest nation ever to exist on this planet. We have a fundamental greatness and strength that comes from our Judeo-Christian roots. This is eroding quickly. We have not only moral problems in America, but profound fiscal problems. We need to correct this, and we don't have 2 generations to do it, my friends. We need to correct this in our generation. We need strong leaders that aren't worried about being reelected. We need strong leaders who are concerned about their grandchildren and subsequent generations. We need folks that have real-world experience with solving real-world problems. I've been a small business owner. I'm a doctor. I'm a Boy Scout leader. I've been a missionary. I've traveled around the world consulting with governments all around the world. And right here in Savannah, I've worked in all of our healthcare systems. I've got the experience, the knowledge, the drive, and the track record of performance to help our nation as a representative from the 1st District. I dearly want your vote in May, on May 20th during the Republican primary. I will serve this district with the courage I took to the Army as an Army Ranger, and with the compassion I bring to all of my patients as a cancer surgeon. And I ask you to please vote for me. And I'll finish this up by saying from the bottom of my heart, God bless us all, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.